Here we are, entering the South Yuba River State Park. This is our goal today is to go to the Tyler Foote Bridge on the South Yuba River. I wanted to show the entire drive because this trip is a trip that most people will never actually get to drive on their own. And it's a beautiful drive. Plan on taking a trip on this road, I would suggest you take a vehicle that has pretty good clearance. There are some pretty deep ruts, and it's kind of bumpy, and you don't need four-wheel drive to get to the river and back, but this is a big but to consider. Could not imagine what this road would be like with cars attempting to come both directions. It'd be a little insane. That little bit of snow you saw right there was actually the only snow in the entire trip. So this is pretty much the last chance to turn around. You hang left here, and it's a one-lane road from here on in. After no joke hours of time spent scouring Google Maps and looking for remote roads that led down to the river, this is one of the roads that I found. This stretch of the road from that gate up there down to the river is only 1.1 miles long. It's really not that long. This road that juts out to the left right here, it ends at a gate pretty much 500 feet or so down this little roadway right here. That's why I stopped and looked. I just wanted to see what it was. From this area on right in here, the scenery opens up and the views are just breathtaking. Alright, so right here I'm sitting in the truck and you can see the edge of the road is right next to the truck and it goes straight down, like straight down. All right, so this is the road in. You can see it's got, you know, a nice easy slope along the road. And you can see that it goes, there we go, that's straight up. Right there, you can see, it's pretty crazy. Look at that spot down there. That looks so cool. This is so neat. This road didn't exist in the gold rush days.
Do not turn.
Do you feel weird stopping on a cliff like that?
I mean, I like the kick, but I'm scared of my... I'm scared.
That mud puddle was a lot deeper than I thought it was. I should have gotten out and checked these puddles before driving through them, but I didn't. Part of the road up here is slid away, but there's a orange fence up, so you can kind of squeak past it. You'll see it up here on the left. Researching this area and trying to find areas to prospect, I learned a lot about the history of this road. In fact, it was made in 6 months, and no machinery is used to make this road. It was all manpower and animal power. It cost $85,000 to build this road, and it connected 2 mines together. Italian stonemasons built the high stone embankment walls prevalent on the tight curves above the middle Yuba River that you see on this trail. So I think I decided up there in the middle of your screen where that big boulder is, to the left of that, there's a gravel bar just downstream. I think that's the area that I want to kind of take a look at. So that's where we're going to head down. Don't forget to lock the truck.
This little trail right here looks like this tree fell down. That doesn't look good at all. This is very slippery. Very slippery stuff. Here we go. It's very slippery. All right, here we go. All right, so down here, I don't see any mining markers, so I don't think anybody has this area claimed. If they do, they haven't marked it very clearly. So we're just gonna treat this like the state park that it is and just kind of use it. Steep hill. All right. So this is looking good, actually. And we're at the river. Can you stop making weird noises? Look at this bedrock. This bedrock is so crevassy. I think this is a very popular swimming hole in the summertime. Look at all these crevices. Oh my gosh. It is like a crevicer's dream. I could go ADD on every crevice here. Look at all these crevices. And these are all, this isn't quite the inside bend. This is like the straightaway after an inside bend. But all of this gravel looks good right here. And there's a spot down here to set up my sluice box. All this gravel, oh, look at that. I don't even know. I have no idea what I'm looking at. No idea at all. I've never been here before. No clue. This is looking good so far though. some stuff down. You can see here there's this big boulder, and then there's this crevice right down here, and it goes up under, and then this bedrock comes way up right here. It comes up real high. So there's like this really deep inset hole, and it made noise with my metal detector. So I'm just gonna clean it out. You can see all of that right there. Switch to my dirt gloves. I wish I could set up the sluice box. I'm just gonna dump this in the bucket for now. Oh, it almost fell off the edge. Oh, I get some more material. So these gloves here, they are waterproof. And they keep my hands warm when I'm panning. Because the water, this is all snow melt water. So this water is probably 36, 38 degrees right now. It's really cold water. So let's go down. I got some material from that crack. Let's go pan that out. And then we're gonna come down here. Woo! That one's almost deeper than my boot. All right, so we'll try that again. We'll come down here without stepping in the water all the way. I'm gonna metal detect all of this stuff later. Sorry. And yeah, as Jeff says, you're gonna get wet. This is not the bottom of that crevice yet, so I don't expect a lot of anything in this. It's like the top couple inches. One little piece. See that little tiny flake? There's some other little tiny pieces up here too. All right, let's go clean out the rest of that crevice. Now that we know there's a little bit in there, I'm gonna leave that in the pan, and we're just gonna go get some more dirt.
After about 3 hours of panning and putting the concentrates into a snuffer bottle, we went home. And this is the results of that snuffer bottle. So I just dumped it out into a pan and then cleaned it out. Now this process right here, this is actually 25 minutes of panning this down. The trick is to go really slow and only move a little bit of black sand at a time, making sure that none of the pieces of gold start to work their way out of the pan. As soon as I start to see gold move towards the edge of the pan, I bring it back in and shake it and start the process over again. And just rinse and repeat over and over again until I get it down to pretty much just gold. I like to bring my concentrates home this way because it gives me time to work the concentrates and make sure that I get all the gold out of the black sand in the comfort of my own garage. Here's the rough results here, and I used a magnet after this dried up to clean out all that leftover black sand. And right here, we'll do a quick weigh-in of the results of the trip. If you liked this video and you had a good time following along, go ahead and like and subscribe. And I'll go ahead and create more content like this. We'll go ahead and put the gold on, and it looks like it's 0.33 grams. Not a whole lot, but not bad either.